So here we're going to be learning about angles and how they can be represented by the use of straight lines, perpendicular and parallel. So these are just types of angles. So we start off with our right angle, our 90-degree angle. So any angle that is equal to 90 degrees is called a right angle angle. Then we've got an acute angle. An acute angle is an angle that is smaller than 90 degrees, and that's called an acute angle. An obtuse angle, that's an angle that is greater than 90 degrees, okay? However, it is smaller than 180 degrees, and the reason for that is because then we have a reflex angle. A reflex angle is greater than 180 degrees. Angles around a point, so a full turn is 360 degrees. Angles around a point add up to 360, so therefore in this diagram our lines have cut our full turn into 4 segments, but it can be into 2, 3, 4. It really just depends on how the question is asked. In this example, it's split up into 4 sections, so therefore when you add all 4 of them together, you should end up with a value of 360 degrees. And therefore a full turn is equal to 360 degrees. Angles on a straight line. So angles on a straight line are also called a half turn, and they add up to 180. Therefore, the A plus B in this diagram, in this example, it's split up into 2 segments, A and B. When you add them together, they equal to 180. So a full turn or half turn is 180 degrees. Then vertically opposite angles, so angles that are opposite each other, are equal. So therefore, if you have a look at the shades, they're the same shade. A and C are equal, and then B and D are equal to each other as well. So let's go through some examples. As I'm going through these examples, please copy down 1 or 2 from each angle. So we've got our right angle, our 180 straight line angle, opposite angles, obtuse angles and things like that. So as I'm going through, copy out 1 example from each so that you have them in your books, and then when you're doing the questions you can refer back to it. So example 1, it says work out the size of angle marked P. So you have a look, the angle marked P is this one here in this segment here, and it tells us that the other segment is 57 degrees. Now because of that square in the corner, or also because of how it's shown to you, you can predict that it's going to be 90 degrees in total. So if we know that the total is 90 degrees and we have to find P, okay, and in order to find P we have to subtract what's already given to us, and what's already given to us is 57 degrees. So when we do 90 subtract by 57, we'll get a value of 33 degrees. Therefore P is equal to 33 degrees. Next example, AB and BC are perpendicular lines. Remember, the word perpendicular means that they at one point touch, which is how they do here, causing a right angle. Work out the size of the angle marked X. So very similar. The right angle is split up into 2 sections. You know that a right angle is equal to 90 degrees. You're given 1, so you're given the angle of 52, and you have to find the missing angle, which is X. So when you have 90, subtract 52, you get a value of 38. Therefore, X has a value of 38 degrees. I'd like to pause this video and have a go at these questions. And pop the answers up, so mark as you're going along. Okay, next examples are going to be angles on straight lines, so half turn, which equal 180 degrees. So we've got here, work out the size of the angle marked W. So we'll know that on a straight line, the angle is equal to 180 degrees. So if we have a look here, we know that in total it's 180 degrees, and we're trying to find W, so therefore we have to take away any other angle that's shown to us. So we have to take away the 121 degree angle. So we do 180 subtract 121, we get a value of 59 degrees. So therefore W is equal to 59 degrees. Next example says work out the size of x. Now you'll notice that x is repeated 3 times. What that means when you're given the same unknown, it means that they're equal. Therefore, if we've got 3 lots of x's, it means that it's divided equally by 3. So all you have to do is know that the half turn is equal to 180 degrees in total, and you're going to be dividing it by 3. And when you do 180 divided by 3, you get a value of 60. Therefore, x is equal to 60 degrees. Each one of these segments are equal to 60 degrees because they're all equal, shown by having the same unknown letter. Another example, calculate angle x. So this time it's not split into 2, it's split into 3, but it's shown here that remember that this means that it's a right angle, therefore it's equal to 90 degrees. Okay, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either do 180 subtract 90 subtract 68, or you could add the 2 values that are given to you, which is 90 plus 68, which gives you a value of 158, and then you know that a half turn is equal to 180, so 180 take away 158, which gives you a value of 22. So therefore x is equal to 22 degrees. Another example, ABC is a straight line, so ABC is a straight line, go straight across, work out the size of angle x. So very similar, you know that half turn is 180 degrees. You're going to take away what's given to you, which is 121. When you do 180, subtract 121, you get a value of 59 degrees. So x is equal to 59 degrees. These are sorts of different ways that they can show it to you, upside down or sideways. But remember that it always means the same thing. Doesn't really matter how they show you the diagram. So pause this video and have a go at these questions. Okay, I'm going to pop the answers up, so mark the questions that you've done. Next example, so here we're talking about a full turn. So remember, when we have a full turn, it's equal to 360 degrees. So work out the size of angle marked A. So we have one angle here marked A, and we're given the other 3. So it's split up into 4 sectors. We've got 81 degrees, 92 degrees, 100 degrees, and the value of A, which we're going to find out. So the way I would do it is I'd add up the values that they've given me, which is 81 plus 92 plus 100. When you calculate them, you get a value of 273 degrees. And we know that a full turn is 360, so therefore we subtract our 273 from 360, which gives us a value of 87 degrees. Therefore, A is equal to 87 degrees. Another example, work out the size of angle marked Y. Okay, so we're looking at this angle here. Now, we know that means that it's a right angle, therefore it's 90 degrees. So I'm going to do 110, which is what's given to us, plus the 90 degrees, which gives us a value of 200. And then to find the value of y, we're going to do a full turn, which is 360, subtract what we already have, which is 200, and that gives us a value of 160 degrees. Therefore, y is equal to 160 degrees. Next example, work out the size of angle marked x. So our full turn is split into 3 segments. So we've got 135 and we have 70 that is given to us. So 135 plus 70 gives us a value of 205. And we know a full turn is 360, so we subtract what's given to us, which is 205. So 360 subtract 205 gives us an answer of 155 degrees. So for this one, x is equal to 155 degrees. Next example, calculate angle W. So you'll notice that angle W in this full turn, it's represented by 2. That means that these 2 are equal to each other. But we are given one angle of 70. So we know a full turn is equal to 360. And we're going to take away what's given to us. So we're going to take away 70 degrees. So 360 take away 70 gives us a total of 290 degrees. Now, this 290 degrees is both of our W's, okay? So So what we have to do now is 290 degrees divided by 2, which is equal to 145 degrees. So W is equal to 145. Both of them are. And if you just want to make sure that you've done it correctly, all you have to do is you have 2 sets of W, so you have 2 sets of 145, and then you have 70. So if you add them together, use your calculator if you need to, do 145 plus 145 plus 70, and you should get a value of 360. And if you do, that is correct. So pause this video and have a go at these questions. Can we put the answers up? Mark the questions. Now finally, talking about vertically opposite angles. So work out the size of angle X. Now hopefully you'll remember that when you have vertically opposite angles, they are equal to each other. Okay, so these are equal and these are equal. So having a look at this example here, we know that this angle here is equal to this angle here. Therefore, X is equal to 45 degrees. This example here, now sometimes they might use this sort of question to trick you because they've given you 2 values and they ask you to find the value of X. Now hopefully you'll remember vertically opposite angles are equal to each other, so X will also be equal to 445. Another way that you could do it, if you forget about it being the opposite angles being equal, or vertically opposite angles being equal, you can have a look. If I was to take away this section of my diagram and leave it with just this one, it almost looks like it's a straight line. Therefore, I know that in total, it's going to equal to 180. So if I do 180, take away, not equals, 180, take away 35, I'll also get a value of 145. So there are 2 ways that you could have worked this out, remembering that vertically opposite angles are equal, or having a look and see this is a straight line and doing 180 subtract 35, which is giving you the same value of 145 degrees for X. Final example, it's split into 2 sections, so work out the size of angle A, and then the next part is work out the size of angle B. So angle A is vertically opposite the 104 degrees, so therefore we'll know that A is equal to 104 degrees. This is where the rule of a straight line is equal to 180. So if I draw that there like this, I know that this is B, I know that this is A, and I've already found out that A is 104 degrees. So to find B, I have to do 180, subtract 104 degrees. And when I do that, 180 take away 104 degrees, I get a value of 76 degrees. Therefore, B is equal to 76 degrees. So pause this video and have a go at these questions. Now I'm going to put the answers up.